And good evening, everybody. Oh, Saturday Night Gaming, isn't it good? We got Ulyss and Frederitos de la Vega. Oh, sorry, and the Last Day Company going head to head against each other over here. I'm sorry, I was confused a little bit because I was taking a look at their Discords and I was like, why is this? Why are there Frederitos de la Vega members over here in the voice comms? But anyway, we are gonna need to go in and take a look what's going on in the pick and ban phase. I do want to open up Discord and I gotta say all of this day was actually adapting to situations unknown. It is what it is. Hopefully it's not gonna stay the same with the stream and we're gonna have a bit more consistency here. Anyway, we do have Ulyss on the left side with Last Day Company on the right side. I do want to say hello to everybody. Yuri goes, good evening sir and welcome. So good ma'am, how are you doing? How are you? We do have also True Haro. Hello there sir and good evening and welcome. Dingo, good and mein Herr. Hey, willkommen. How are you doing? Yuri goes also good evening. Monstrat, good evening sir and welcome. I do see Nemesis also good evening sir. I hope you're fine now. I hope everything is going fine and so on and so forth. No Pangea. Well, it looks like no Pangea. We're gonna have the 7 Seas being picked up by them. Is it all good with the lighting? I did switch a little bit. Okay, it's fine. It should be fine, right? Oh, I see. You can actually see it over here. Oh no! I can actually fix this. I fixed this. There we go. Bam. No more white over there. It is what it is. Now let me also put up the map because we now know which map it will be. The 7 Seas. We do have the 7 Seas. Definitely a good map to watch. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have them trying to go against each other with land and naval, and we do need to see who's gonna be the simmer and who is gonna go through those defenses. We've seen them go head to head quite a bit in the previous seasons, I would say, actually, because we already have them fighting each other for at least one season in different competitions. Also, I do want to take a look over here what's going on in the pick and ban phase. We do have Norway on the right side and Japan, while on the left we're gonna have Spain and Montezuma being taken down, not allowed to play in the game. We do need to also click on buttons over here. Give me a second. I do want to say hello to YouTube also, and I do want to put my chats in order. Hello there, Nea Magis. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Okay, give me a second so I can pop this chat up and put it right next to the other so I can actually see what's going on both. There we go. Click, click, clack. Okay, there we go. And I think I can actually stop this stream timer because I don't need it. Anyway, now so Australia on the left being taken out by Ulyss. We do have Cleopatra on the right side. Australia definitely makes sense. So there's so much potential over there at the beginning of the game for that extra science and going for the production from the Persia. But I gotta say, we rarely see one with like 4 pastures or something around his territory. Cleopatra Ptolemaic, definitely we've seen it banned multiple times, and we've seen what happens when it just goes haywire. Oh my god, people did amazing over there on that map. 33 tiles of improved forest were around his rainforest. Actually, rainforest were around his territory. We do have also Theodora being taken down by Team Ulyss, while Rome is gonna also be taken out by Last Day Company. Interesting choice to take down Rome on this map entirely. Really, is it that? I mean, I would imagine there are definitely stronger civilizations than Rome. Usually it is quite big, but I think it's quite big because out of all of the civilizations it is quite consistent. So yeah, but not always like exploding. And we do have Gandhi here, which definitely makes much more sense. The Gandhi, big face generator, and with those Varus, very nice. Not to mention getting that ability to just get more bonuses from your religion. I mean, why not? Okay, I need to fix this. There we go. There was a wire that I was clicking with my chair. Yeah, chair, swivel chair. Okay, so what do we have? Right. One more band from Last Day Company, and we're gonna go into the pick phase, and we're gonna have Ulyss pick one civilization, and then Last Day Company is gonna need to follow up with their 2. That would mean Ulyss will set the tone over here. Okay, another very aggressive civilization is gonna be taken down. Ulyss is gonna take down Scythia, and now they're gonna pick Sumeria. Actually, sorry, Last Day Company to take down Scythia, and Ulyss is gonna pick Sumeria. First pick Sumeria. okay. I mean, we've seen this before, okay. We see a lot more of Gilga in these games, which I'm not sure if it's for the good or for the bad, but it definitely is what it is. Late Gandhi ban, yeah, they did ban him very like the last civilization here. Maybe they played a little bit of chicken with their opponents, trying to figure out, okay, are you gonna ban Gandhi? Next turn. Are you sure you don't want to ban Gandhi? The next turn. Did you ban Gandhi? I think you need to ban Gandhi. You know? Anyway, State Company is going to pick their choices immediately, one after the other. Portugal and Victoria Age of Empire is going to appear over here for La State Company. And these are very, very two good civilizations when it comes to the naval, not to mention generating that gold. We do have Kupe also being picked up by Team Ulyss. Oh, we got Kupe, boys. We got Kupe and Gil in the same game. Oh, this is starting to shape up quite nicely. Okay. Let's see. Excuse me, seeing Gilgabro is always a joy. That is true, especially if he has a big Coupe next to him. To do those, you know, how do you call those chants over there by Coupe? Yeah, we do need to see what the 4 last bands will be over here, and I do believe. Yeah, right now, definitely the economy is with like State Company. I would say Portugal and the Age of Empire are gonna generate a lot more gold than Sumeria and Kupe combined. There are quite a few strategies with Kupe that we might see. Maybe those to us. Maybe we're gonna see him try to sail away further, or he's gonna try to get some simming done. I would hope not the simming. Anyway, we definitely want to see those Toas appear in the game over here and manage to do amazing against their opponents. Also, yeah, we got Kupe. We do need to take a look here. Chandragupta has been taken down by La State Company. That is the Indian persona that gets quite a few general points and bonuses towards his armies from those encampments. We do need to see, from the holy sites. So doesn't it get from the holy sites, like the shrines and the temples give him bonuses or something like that, if I remember correctly, to the big Gupta here. Anyway, we do need to see last 2 bands here from Ulyss. They're gonna go 1 and 1, and Nader Shah is gonna be taken down. Okay, it got selected and then confirmed. Now La State Company is gonna do the last band. Hey, where did my YouTube chat disappear? There we go. YouTube chat is back. I found it funny that today there was today, I don't know, in the last few days or something, there was a creator video, like those videos that YouTube does for the creators and so on, regarding what they're doing with the updates, if they do have something for us that we should know about, and how the new tools are available. And they said something specifically about chat, that you can actually moderate better right now with more options they added under the 3-dot menu. Remember, like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, that I was complaining I cannot access the 3-dot menu because the heart icon is literally on top of it. I still cannot do it. And I wrote them a message, like a comment. I mean, if we can access that, you know, I gave some feedback on this. I don't know, man, maybe fix your stuff before you tell us you add more stuff that we cannot use. You know, I don't know, it's very weird, but I guess nobody saw it, man. It is what it is. Nobody saw it. It is what it is. Too much feedback, that's the problem. Too much feedback, right? Who's gonna have the time to actually go and take a look on all of the comments and so on and so forth, you know? Yeah. There was also a discussion about their thumbnails. I'm not sure for what reason, but they are giving thumbnail options to some shorts, like content creators for some shorts, and for others you don't get any option to custom the thumbnail, even though we did have it like 2 years ago. I remember I was making some of these. And they're telling us we can actually do stuff with the thumbnails now and so on. No, we can't. Like, we cannot for a long time now. Wow. Okay. I mean, it seems like there are like multiple departments that are not talking to each other, and there's like so many how to say, inconsistencies in their plans. It's unbelievable. Anyway, La State Company here with Persia coming up on the right side. We do have Ulyss also going for Khmer, or at least debating if they should pick Khmer. We do need to see their 4th civilization also being picked picked up here, and it's probably going to be right after Khmer. I would imagine they're already thinking about how the next two civilizations should actually interact with the first two, and we do need to see if they're going to achieve a balance that they definitely want here. They are going to go for a face generator if they're going to pick Khmer. It is quite good as a civilization here, and we've seen, oh, wait a second, he didn't lock it in. Timed out. What is this? It's Khmer. It is Khmer. Okay, it is Khmer. Okay. Okay. I guess they wanted to use every last ounce of a second over there to try to get this debate going between them, and they're definitely thinking how they're gonna pick the last fourth one, the last civilization here in the game. And I'm pretty sure Last Day Company does already have a plan in mind, especially with Portugal and England being picked up so quickly. I would imagine they already did think quite a bit. Oh, wait a second, we got some notifications here that I think I missed, and I don't want to miss them. I know why I missed them, because my power settings were, my sound settings were different. There we go. Now I can hear. Lot of, that's what happens whenever a giant tech company buys a small specialized company. Lots of inconsistencies. I mean, I would go a little bit beyond that, and I would say there needs to be somebody that actually controls all of the flow of information and directs every one of the outputs of the little departments in some form of another, and also gives feedback back. If that guy is not working, I mean, you're gonna have this inconsistency. I don't think it's related to a big company buying a small company. Or it is in some form. Maybe that guy that was doing this is not doing this anymore, or got fired and they couldn't get a replacement or something. Like in that sense, yes, definitely. We do have Vietnam over here picked up by Team Ulyss, while on the right side, Last Day Company is gonna need to go for their fourth. And yeah, let's go Vietnam. I wouldn't have said Vietnam, to be honest. Like Vietnam, I guess if Malm would have played this, but Malm is on the other side. Wait, is Ulyss gonna try to actually use Vietnam directly against Malm to see where he breaks? Last Day Company has 3 gold generators. Yes, they're very big right now, very big. With I think they're gonna put their eggs over here on Lincoln. They definitely are thinking Lincoln will have the opportunity to go against somebody, and yeah, we do know that Lincoln is very, very, very strong. If he does manage to get things going, it's gonna be quite a pain to stop those units. Let me switch the screens here and also put up the predictions for how many remaps are we gonna have during this game. We do have 7 Seas as the map chosen, and possible answers are gonna be 0, 1, and 2, and a 10-minute period for the prediction to run over here. So put your points in. You're saying also Ulyss has no gold generators. That is a problem. That is 100% a problem there. We've seen, and well, I guess no, I would say actually, wait a second, they do have Coupe here that I would say it is a gold generator. I'm pretty sure he's gonna start up with his harbors instead of anything else, and I would imagine also Gilgamesh will want to go at Temenak. Not saying it's that big, but anyway, he's gonna get the science from that, and then will want to go for commercials also. Now, we do need to see what will happen with Patriu and Jayavarman the 7th, because I definitely don't believe that Khmer is gonna manage to do that much amount of gold during the game. Yes, you can actually try to mix the normal strategy that you'd go for Khmer, the normal build order, into something a little bit more compressed, a little bit more adaptive, I would say, with the economy, but it's still gonna require you to get an extra district slot over there for the later on game, because you just will not have the other ones. So we do need to see if he's gonna go for feed the world over here to get more food, or is he gonna go for his work ethic. Definitely work ethic here, it's extremely strong on Jayavarman. Well, it used to be stronger actually, because he did get the +6 faith into production, and woo, yeah baby. Anyway, we do need to see how this is gonna be played out here. And talking about notifications, thank you so much for the follow, Korans. Also, Noam Bajic, good evening, sir, and welcome. I do see Whiskey Arvin, hello there, sir, and welcome. And Burning Red, good evening, sir, and welcome. Ludwig, Lincoln, it's wait. It's Ludwig. It's Ludwig the second. It's Ludwig the second actually. Wait a second. This is the I totally mixed this. I thought it's Lincoln. I like, in my mind there was like no other option. They're actually gonna go for, wait, Chuck is okay. I think Chuck is on a mission right now to prove to us that Ludwig is actually a good civilization. Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay. The secret weapon is playing again. Yes, we do have SandroGames in the game with Lege and with Distoria and Hazaggi on team Ulyss. Oh my god, man. It's big names over here. On the other side, Last Day Company coming in with Malm, with Chuck. And I did miss the other two. I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna see them now, right? I hope we're gonna see them now. Please tell me that we're actually gonna have team. Okay, there we go. SunBro and CaptainMorgan. SunBro and CaptainMorgan are gonna play for them, and with Malm and of course Chuck. Ludwig has been played successfully on CPL lately. CPL is not teamer though. Yes, I mean there's a very big difference between FFA, for example, and the teamer settings. Not to mention the meta, the expectations that you should have from the game, and so on and so forth. It's way different. It's way different. Maybe, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can do what you do in teamers in an FFA, but it's extremely rarely that you can do what you do in FFAs in teamers. Most of the time, you're just not gonna have those opportunities or expectations, because again, the fact that the resources are being combined between them, are being coupled together, that is quite a problem. Ludwig has been played successfully on CPL. Okay, I did read this. Okay, let me put back my chats, and I hope my settings are fine. And chats 1 and 2. There we go. There we go. Also, Max, hello there, sir. I don't think I actually said hello, but there we go. Okay, so let's take a look at Persia. We do have Cyrus here, CaptainMorgan on the coast with a 3-2-1 spy style on the right side. While he's going to need to buy that out, I'm pretty sure his teammates are going to give him the gold. In the south, he's going to have a reef fish that he can use to actually add more adjacency towards campuses in between those. I would imagine also Govern Plaza could be placed in between, but I do have to point this problem out. He's going to need to get bronze working, and this is something very icky for the players when it comes to them not actually needing to go to war against somebody, but then they do need to get bronze working to get rainforest chops or put down districts or get the iron for their teammates. That is something that a lot of the times the players are trying to stay away from. In this particular situation, I do see CaptainMorgan is going to be the opponent of Jaya Varman the 7th, so he would have the opportunity to actually go full into Khmer's territory if he wants to. It's kind of bad, I would say. Like, look at this territory here. It's just full of hills and rainforest. I'm pretty sure it's good land to settle, but it's kind of a bad land to fight in. It's gonna take him quite a bit of time to get there, but let's see how they're gonna try to put those cities in together towards each other, and we're gonna need to see where the front line is. I would imagine it's gonna be like one city over here and probably one city over here. This would be nice, and this would I'm sorry, not that one. This would be nice, the oil one, or the 2-2. You don't really want to settle on the other side of this river. You're just gonna be not giving yourself an extra +5. Okay, moving forward, we do have on the other side, this is a bit of a weird 7 seas. I gotta say, it's like, you see, it's like really wavy over here. Do we have like a cat face over here on the right side? We got some what do you call them, those things from the caves, like stalagmites, stalactites, something. I don't know what to call them, but I remember there was a proper name for those ones coming from the top and the ones coming from the bottom. Anyway, now we do have Vietnam here with quite a few mountains. Matterhorn in the north, only 2 tiles though. That's a bit unfortunate. We do have him also with a few rivers that he will get his housing from the fresh water. And I do notice he's gonna have, because cottons blocking his perfect campuses. Well, it's fine, it is what it is. He's not gonna have features there anyway. He didn't need those. I mean, the cotton is beautiful, right? You get some cotton candy. Anyway, no. We do have also him with distance towards Maori. I do notice they're gonna be allies over here, so I would imagine at some point they're gonna want to trade with each other. We do have Sandro with the possibility to go on the eastern side and put a city over there so he can trade directly to the capital of Kupe. Of course, Kupe would be able to do the same thing on the left side if he wanted to. We do have also Vietnam next to the coast of Persia, and they are opponents. It is what it is. We're going to need to see if CaptainMorgan is going to be bothered by some Vietnamese boats, even though I don't think he will. He might. I mean, you know, let's not take out a scenario before we actually know the answer. Let's just think of all of the possibilities and then narrow them down as we go through the game and try to figure out what's going on here. Next up, we do need to... Oh, wait a second. I did actually miss my thing over here. I just reminded myself I need to actually go after the teams, right? So Lisbon would be the one with Pasargarte. Okay, let's go fast on this. Lisbon with this scout coming up in 3 turns. He's gonna have the extra food from the bananas, a +3 harbor, and another city to the east, some to the southwest. Peninsula settle. I mean, I guess all of this island is gonna be his. This is quite a big island. This is definitely something he can work with. I'm not really fond of the extra food, but he's gonna have enough food from the fish tiles, I would imagine. So, you know, Halong Bay also was a wander towards the south, not bad to settle. Let's take a look what does he have in the south. He has Chuck in the south, and I guess this smells really bad. This really smells really bad. I mean, I know it's all of the tea tiles over there, but look at this city. Look at the land around him. Like, what is he gonna do? Sit in the tundra? Try to live on that one tile next to the coast that's gonna be plains and not, oh my god, snow. Ulyss with only 1 navy civ. Yes, we actually don't have 2. We only have Distoria. He's gonna be all alone against the elements. Hello there, Monkey Wazaro. Good evening, sir. Stalagmites. Okay, stalactites and stalagmites for the ground ones. There we go. I knew I was remembering something. Wait, Monstrath was also saying place campus on May style. Place campus on May style. Let me see what. Okay, place campus over here. Yes. And then you're saying also. Oh, yeah, for sure. This is going to be a +3. But I was thinking over here he would need the Gavron Plaza to get another +3, +4 actually towards his capital city. In between that fish tile, the Gavron Plaza and the capital city on the banana. But you need both irrigation and you need also. Bronze working to actually get the rainforest out. Okay, let's move on towards Victoria and see it really quickly because they did start off the timer for the game and we're already turned 4. London gonna get a settler out in sorry, so gonna get another scout out in 1 turn, and I do see he has a dice tile on the left, so he's gonna have an easier pantheon. He probably did buy that quite early because he does have 3 faith right now in the bank. We do have him also with a possible city towards the northwest next to that mountain, giving him access to another tobacco while he can try to settle the west and the east. We're going to need to see what is he gonna choose. He does have Maori on the west side that he's definitely gonna get to fight if he's gonna put any city here, while Sumeria in the southeast is also gonna play some catch up with him at some point. By the looks of it, Uruk can definitely rise his armies towards the English cities. Rise. Anyway, we do have SandroGames also. We talked about him. Lege is here. Lege is going to be on the west side of Pasargarte. We did talk a little bit about Khmer. He does have his 2-2 base, and I do see he's going to have a pretty okay. Oh no, this is not an okay city. Over here to the north, it's going to be an okay city. Over here to the east, it's going to be an okay city. That is not an okay city. Like, where are the 2-2s? Where's the food? There's nothing here, man, except this J tile that I don't think is that worth to actually get. But anyway, now I'm pretty sure over here the 2-2 base and getting access to truffles, getting access to some spice tiles in the north is going to be his priority. We also have him with the possibility to go on the coast, and I do want to point out Lege is going to be on the same coast as Portugal and Ludwig, so I'm pretty sure west coast is going to be off limits for him unless he actually wants to trade punches with both of his neighboring naval civilizations. We do have Distoria also, Kupe over here getting his builder out, also a settler coming up in 4 turns. I do notice he's gonna have a decent amount of coast and not gonna be that bothered by his next door neighbor, by Vietnam. I'm pretty sure all of this coast is gonna be his to settle, and we're gonna need to see him expand into some land tiles over here. I do want to say there's not a lot of features over here in the south, so he would get that easy free plus production, but there are quite a few tiles in the north and he's gonna get those extra points of production. If wait, they didn't take this out, right? We didn't see Cooper for a long time, but I think he still has the production on features, right? On woods, unimproved woods and reinforced gain 1 production once early empire is researched. Okay, there we go. And he does need mercantilism for the next one. Now, okay, so we're down to 1. We need to see Hazaggi spawn. Hazaggi with Sumeria. Looks like he did improve 1 fire, got the irrigation boost, and now it looks like, well, that river flooded, but it didn't actually touch the farm. That's good. We do have him also pumping out a settler in 2 turns, and I do see him scouting out the east side here. There's a lot of floodplains that he could use, and I'm pretty sure that Temenanki would be quite viable, not to mention coupled with the ziggurats and everything. We do need to see if that's going to be his choice, and I am really curious if he's going to go quite early for a city on the coast. He can try to go for the tobacco, or he can try to go towards the north, putting him much closer to the English cities, but he doesn't have a scout towards the north, and by the looks of it, we do have only 1 more turn to see this happening. Ooh, Lady of the Reeds and Marshes already got picked up by Hazaggi. That was quick. Team names, yes sir, yes sir. We got the remap vote going on here, so we still need to wait a little bit more for everything to happen, but let me actually put up the team labels in the meantime, so we have these here. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, left side is Last Day Company. Okay, right side is Team Ulyss. So, remap vote. What do you think? What does chat think? Beasley, good evening, sir. What does chat think? Do we have them wanting to remap this or not? How is this gonna go? Remaps are always fun, yeah. Those buyers, good evening, sir, and welcome. Oh my god, this is unbelievable. I still can't actually click on the 3-dot menu that they're talking about here. Oh, YouTube, man. YouTube. It is what it is. Portugal and Germany can trade at least. Yeah, true. Bcor, good evening, sir. I don't think, like, except Germany spawn, which I think it's extremely weak, but I mean, if Chuck, I'm pretty sure he can try to get something out of it. I don't think their position is bad over here, and they do have Lege versus Persia, which is going to be amazing, but they don't know about this. They do have also, what is this, Sumeria, right? With the ability, Sumeria is going to have the ability to go against Malm. Oh, both remapped. Both remapped. That is it. That is it. We got a map, sure, a new map coming around, and we do not have them with any more remap tokens. This is it. Whatever map is going to be revealed to us in the next few seconds, that is going to need to be played. And we've seen this multiple times, how this actually comes back to haunt them in some way, form or another. So we definitely need to check their spawns out and see what's going on over there, what kind of new lands and the waters they're actually going to get to make use of in this game. Folking Knight, also good evening, sir. It should be okay. All the navals can trade. Boy, good evening, sir. I did want to also give a special mention over here. A big shout out to BC13490. Thank you so much, sir, for converting your gift or a prime to tier 1. Thank you so much, sir. It's very, very, very appreciated. It puts me one step closer to that partner plus. This always interesting. Someone gonna be upset. Exactly, right? Somebody is gonna have a bit of a problem there. Let's actually see. Let's see. Oh, wait. Is this like... What is this Pangea? Oh my god. Pangea looking 7 seas with oh my god, look at the train of pain over here in the north. We got Malm with CaptainMorgan. Oh, I don't think you're gonna like this, boys. I mean, if Persia was dreaming that he's actually gonna shoot some immortal spears into his opponent's hearts, I think CaptainMorgan is gonna be a very sad puppy when he sees and loads into this game. that is kind of a bummer. Look at this. He's just gonna settle on these tiny islands. He's next door. Oh my God, city state is not even on his how to say, on his coast, so he needs to actually get units there. This is gonna have very good trade routes with England, which, by the way, he doesn't want to do external trade routes because his internals are gonna be quite good. Okay. Let's see, what do we have here? We talked about Persia, right? So we need to take a look at SunBro, which is Portugal, which is gonna be in the south. And oh my God, what is this? I guess internal trade routes are gonna be fun. Very fun for SunBro. Very fun. Pauline! Where is Pauline, by the way? Where is Pauline? And yes, Oleopsin. Pauline! Captain Island? Yes. Go JP, good evening, sir. Resources off, can't see. Oh, wait, can you see them now? It should be now. I mean, I don't think I changed anything. Usually it does happen that at the beginning when we have that the fog of war activated and so on and so forth, and the players didn't actually load into the turn, like the game didn't start actually, they cannot move anything and so on. The icons for all of these resources are just not gonna spawn. You can see them, like the graphics are there, but you cannot see the icons. Anyway, Fortuna Belly, also Auckland. Yeah, or wait, did you call it Auckland? Yeah, Anyway, let's actually take a look here. Next up, we do have Ludwig the second to take a look. Let's wait a second. I do need to actually do this properly. So Passagarde gonna have iron. Okay, he's gonna have horses in the north that are gonna be third ring, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna put a city there. Oh, I'm making the mistake of going for a second scout. Man, I think CaptainMorgan still has hope. Like, not gonna lie, I definitely think he still has hope about this spawn. He thinks, okay, the game is not gonna do me like this. It's definitely not gonna do me like this. Please, scout, I demand of you to find more land. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be that much, is it? Yeah, it is what it is. Maybe he's gonna, maybe he's gonna get a builder or something from Preslav with that scout. It's gonna get his payback. Usually the players in these certain situations, they do try to go for like monuments first or a builder first to try to improve their chances of having a high tempo, and also how to say, getting some return out of that unit they built. The scouts in this situation, which of course he doesn't know about, I do want to point out, his vision is limited. He doesn't know how much he has left or right. So this is basically like the go-to procedure that we have. You want to get scouts out so you can actually get more land, discover, and see your possibilities and so on. It is what it is. He's probably gonna find out, I'm pretty sure, in a turn or two, that his land is actually not that much land, but he still has hope. I gotta respect this. He still has hope. In 10 turns, Persia is going to be like, why you bully me? Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Someone will be upset, and it's Persia. Oh, the Beasley, I think there are multiple ones upset. Let's actually go through this, because look at this. The Beasley, look at SunBro. Do you think he's gonna be happy with this spawn? He has like 3 cities that he's gonna get to place in the south. No city state to trade with. His only possible trade routes are gonna be quite far away. Like, he needs to get here. Here? No, not even here. This is an opponent. Wait, no. On the right side? No, not even that. He doesn't have anybody to trade with. Like, it would have been England, right? But look where England is. It's so far away. They're never gonna get a city on each other's coast. Yeah, it is what it is. Well, we do have Lisbon getting his scout out also. This does make sense. He will get the Motalatsi cannon to settle on the east side, and I do notice he's gonna benefit from an iron tile in the second ring and a horse tile in the third one. We do have him with okay-ish. I mean, I wouldn't really call this okay-ish. This is low tempo. He has production, but he doesn't have the food. On the west side, he can definitely put a city here, aqueducted later, and get more adjacency towards industrial zones. Has a few 2-2s, not too many, but not too bad. Also, this rift tile does really excite me over here for the +3 campus. I really like this. While, yeah, fourth city is gonna be very bad. Like, look at this. Okay, you put city over here, and then where are you gonna put the city? The next city over here somewhere, right? So you get 1, 2, 3 tiles, 4 tiles to use. Okay, you want to improve the truffles, but then you actually need to send your people into the forest that is filled with snow, and it's very cold, and people get frostbite, and it's very bad, very bad. Why do you want to do that to your people, you know? Anyway, let's actually take a look over here. What do we have on Chuck? Because, yeah, Chuck over... Oh, I see some light at the end of the tunnel. We got Chuck over here with a silk tile. Okay, you know, extra culture from the beginning is good. Multiple tiles that he could use. 2 2s and 3 1s here. Could definitely improve that honey tile. Pretty good city in the second one. A rice tile to give him the extra food, while he is going to have a really good settle on the east as well, getting him access to another amenity, the fertile. Yeah, and I do think he's gonna have the opportunity to put a city in the north so he can trade directly with Persia. This is gonna be a big economic trade zone over here for them between 3 civilizations, Malm, Chuck, and CaptainMorgan's Persia. Well, we do have also Munich benefiting from a horse tile in the second ring. I do notice his iron is gonna be third ring in the north, and well, that's a bit expensive. He also has one in the south. That's a bit expensive also. And we do need to see if he's also gonna want to do something about his next door neighbor, Lege. He is kind of far away, but he does have 2 of them, right? He has Sandro on the east and Lege on the west, so I guess a perfect position for him to try to do some shenanigans there. Now we do have also to take a look at Malm. Malm on the coast was the northeast of Vietnam. He does have... No, he doesn't have a continent split. Oh my god, not a single city that he can put on a continent split. And in the meantime, Coupe is gonna have 3 continents. Anyway, we do have England here with his 2-3 cocoa tiles and the 3-2 banana. Actually, this is an okay spawn for him, a +3 campus, while he could put one next to kind of a bad harbor here, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna put a harbor in the south, and he could try to get a government plaza in between. I don't think a canal is necessary here. He already has the city of London canaling there. Definitely can place a city on the southwest on the cattle tile for the extra food, and another one in the south that he... Oh my god, look at the cocoa, look at the cocoa. He has 3 cocoa tiles in that city. That's so much gold immediately from that city center. Okay, I think this is decided, right? This is the best city that he could place. Come on, London, you need to get there in the south. Yeah, London needs to get there. Coupe should carry Ulyss. Yeah, silver cotton truffle. Captain wanna die. What's between Khmer and Sumeria? Khmer and Sumeria. Khmer and Sumeria. Where is I don't know where oh, Khmer and Sumeria. There's nothing. There's well, I guess mountains. Yeah, mountains. They could set up coastal trade routes though through the north or the south, whatever they want. I'm pretty sure both are viable options. Let me come back to big boy here. Where was he? Malm. We do have him still needing to make a choice for his settler if he's going north, south, or southwest. We do have him. I don't think he... Wait, did he discover the... Oh, he doesn't know. Oh, he doesn't know. Yeah, I mean, that's a bit unfortunate here, I gotta say. I mean, he made the next best choice, right? He went for the cattle tile, so he gets those extra points there. Extra points of food, quite a few 2-2s to work, and so on. I mean, it's not gonna be bad, but yeah, not really the same quality, is it? You know what would be funny? If he would have been seeing this settler, like, moving around, like, the other side of the lake over there, and seeing with the vision all of those cocoa tiles in the distance. And he's now discovering them, and he cannot get there anymore. You know, drooling on the other side of the lake. It is what it is. He doesn't know. Yeah, he doesn't know. It is what it is. SandroGames, let's see what's happening over here. SandroGames is next to him. We do have oh, Oh, SandroGames again. The secret weapon is coming out to shine over here. SandroGames not wasting any moments, trying to get an advantage. He's moving against his scout, and wait, did he get discovered? No! Oh my god! Look at the tile. Oh my god! The one rainforest blocking the vision of the settler. Is he gonna lose it? Is he gonna lose it? Oh my god, let's get big prediction going on really quickly over here. Is he gonna lose this or not? How many remaps? We did have one remap. Okay, let me finish this up. Blah blah blah. Fortuna Belly. Wait a second, it's a 6 Coco tile city. Now I do notice Malm is moving forward, and oh, this scout will not have enough movement to actually take the settler next turn. I'm actually curious, is he gonna settle the maze? Is he actually, I mean, he could settle the maze, that's not the problem, but, and I'm pretty sure he can settle the Coco next. Did he just blocked himself over here. Okay, we didn't have time to get everything going. Karima King, good evening, sir. Catching Misha alive for a game including SandroGames, Notorious, Dido, Silence, Nuclear in a long game. Colorado, good evening, sir, and welcome. And Chad was saying he won't lose. He won't lose. Yeah, there was a chance that he would have actually gone the other side, to the left side. Anyway, England did get Slinger out, and he's going to push back the scout. I do notice he did successfully get Manchester down, and we do need to keep on watching what's going on here. Vietnam moving his first settler towards the east also, going for the third one. We do have him opening up with bronze working. He's going to get an iron tile to improve to the northeast, and I do notice he's going to have these horses in the south in the third. We do need to see where is he going to place his next cities, but these are enough of these forests and rainforests, unimproved ones, that he could use for those districts. And I'm very curious how he's going to get his Thun setup going, because I would imagine the iron actually appearing over here is going to throw a few wrenches in his plans. It is what it is. It would have been nice to actually have Gavron Plaza there, or any, how to say, the triangle of Thuns. Oh well, it is what it is. SandroGames moving to the east, and we do need to take a look at Lege now. Let's see. Angkor Thom getting a holy side. This is going to be a +2 with 1 foot from the river. Shri Pada settle on the west for the extra foot from the sheep tiles, not to mention those tiles, and with the extra faith on the Shri Pada. We do have also him discovering his northeast. I did notice he has scouts on the east side, actually taking a look at Germany. And I do notice we got quite a few things happening here. We got a scout with warrior fighting each other. Oh, Deep Easily, thank you so much for the gift. Thank you so much, sir. Burasera, Heinig Dave, hello there, sir. Vietnam forced to go bronze due to its unique features. Yeah, basically. It is what it is. Vietnam gameplay. We do have to take a look at resources here. Angkor Thom gonna have an iron tile to the northwest, and I do notice his sources are gonna be quite far off in the east side, where he's probably gonna need to put a city anyway. So we do need to see when is he gonna get that going. Okay, we do have Distoria, big coupe over here, getting his triple continent split for the more amenities. We do have him also getting a settler out in 3. It is a bit confusing with the color. I mixed this with the Aztec actually. Like immediately my mind when I see this color is like, oh, Aztec in the game. And I'm thinking, yeah, multiple continents. Yeah, it's not Aztec, boys, it's actually Maori. Very rare sight indeed. We do have him with some horses to the northeast that he could improve. He has a 5-1 fish tile to get the extra food from, and I do see he put his city in Garwahaya, something like that. Anyway, he has it to the south, where he will have his whale tiles over here also to improve. That's gonna be quite pokers. We do need to see who's gonna get to snatch God of the Sea, and well, we're gonna come back to see that happening. Distoria and 2 tiles to get the iron tile towards the southeast of Honianga Coupe, while his settler is probably gonna need to go off the coast. I mean, this would probably be the best city that he actually has, but if he wants to keep on going coastal and so on, he would need to settle a city in the north. or want to, you know, spend so much time to go to the southwest, which I doubt he's gonna do. Anyway, Hazaggi here to the southeast of him. We do have him with the city of Kish already settled towards the north, and I would imagine, yeah, this would be an extra incentive to get the city on the east side over here, trying to benefit from all of those tiles and the connection towards Sumeria, his next door ally. We do have Sumeria going for his settler out in 3 turns, getting building the monument, and he did manage to get city patron goddess. This time around, no more lady at the Ritz for him. We do have also Portuguese scouts in his territory able to pillage his sugar tile. Ooh, I think that that scout is gonna get big. We don't have him also with the opportunity to move forward. Oh my god, he's getting bombed. Portugal over here did manage to actually get the sugar tile, but I don't think he's gonna manage to get out that easily. I guess he does have the opportunity to go back onto the stone tile and then try to heal himself somewhere. Lick his wounds, as they like to say. Okay, what do we have here? Horses quite far away east side. That is quite far away, to be honest. Unfortunately, that's expensive. We do have him also with the iron expensive on the west side. What is this with these resources? He's probably gonna need to put a city closer to one of these, even though I do notice the land is kind of incentivizing him to go in other directions. For example, over here, which again is not gonna give him horses nor iron, instead of over here. This is only gonna have like 2 tiles of tiles that he would, maybe 3 tiles if you consider the rice good enough, even though I really wouldn't. But anyway, it's good, but in other situations, not in that one. Versus this one, which will have multiple 2-2s, like 5, 6 tiles, 7 tiles, usable tiles, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 tiles, usable tiles. Like that's pretty poor. Not to mention so many chops. We do have the settler coming up in 1 turn, and we're gonna need to see where is he gonna send it next. Anyway, I do see Maori is moving towards the east side. He's taking it slow. He doesn't know exactly what's gonna pop out of the fog of war, and he doesn't want to take the chance that there is some form of a lost scout somewhere. Okay, we do have England managing to take care of the secret weapon scout, while I do see Traku is gonna get a monument out in 3 turns, and Thanglong is building up the trade route. I do notice Sandro is not yet really... Okay, there we go. He just made his decision. This will be war against England. We do have to see how he's gonna plant everything up. 1 more turn for the bronze working, and we're gonna see those tons pre-placed, and I think he's actually going to work on quite a few of them, at least from these early 2 cities. Coupe gets sailing and shipbuilding to start. Yeah. What? Yeah. Wait, I think they changed that. Wait. I think they changed that in BBG. I think it's a coastal nation right now. Like, it's not with the ocean one. So settlers can embark after researching the sailing technology. Oh, I see. Okay, that's good. So only with the settlers. I see. Okay, I mean that works. Oh, that's good. He can definitely send his city towards the south much faster through the coast. But again, east side is going to be a much better settler. He's going for the forest. Yes, he's going to take it out, but he's going to have quite a few other tiles to use here. And wait, are we talking about preserve coupe here, or are we talking about harbor coupe here? I think we're talking about harbor coupe here, right? Yeah, Celestial Navigation in 5, Early Empire in 6. I don't really see him getting those preserves going, even though I would imagine Wine and Nerdy would be very, very happy. So bad camera work. Okay. Whoa. Hazaggi stole a settler? From whom? Hazaggi stole a settler from whom? Wait. Where did you see him steal a settler? Oh, I see. I got it. We got it. Hazaggi stole a settler. I see now why you're calling me out that I'm very bad at camera work. Hello there, Natro. Good evening, sir. Chokela, good evening, sir, and thank you so much for letting us know that Hazaggi did steal a settler. We're watching what's going on over here. SunBro is going to want to get it back while they did buy him a warrior. We do need to see if this is going to have an opportunity, if he's going to have an opportunity to take it back, because I'm pretty sure Hazaggi could just delete it and not let his opponent actually have a chance to take it back. Also, I don't think these 2 warriors are strong enough to take that war card. They do need a 3rd attack on it. Coupe on the 7 seas, yes sir. You cannot go into the ocean line with just a shipbuilding. Yeah, okay. So that's another one of the descriptions that we didn't see. Anyway, it is what it is. Since I can actually, I need to take a look at this action over here. We can talk about the great switcheroo. Look at Hazaggi's worker go. Vroom vroom. He's getting the settler out of there, man. Oh my god, that was fast. And looks like Portugal's warriors are being left behind over there in the smoke. Okay, look, in the city states we do have Vatican City, Yerevan and Armagh for the face generation. We do have Zanzibar here also for the gold. I do see a cat with Preslav and Lahore for the military, and I do see industrial zone with Auckland and Johannesburg. Zanzibar is going to be the only one for the trade benefits, but it's a really powerful city-state over here for so many amenities. I think they got toned down, right? It got toned down a little bit. It was a bit too much. Whenever you had this, you had all of those bonuses on your civilization. This is going to be extremely costly to Portugal. Not only he has kind of a weak spot, but he also did lose his second settler, not the first one, because he already put Evora down, but at least the same problem remains. He's going to be one city less, and he's going to be, instead of making something like a builder in his capital to increase his tempo, he's going to need to make another one of these settlers. And there we go. The Sumerian worker gets out of there. He's out of there. Hello there, Saint Kurokawa. Good evening, sir. Portugal just keeps getting worse. Yeah. Okay, so let's bounce around the map here and see their pantheons. We do have got open sky picked up by Persia. He did realize that he doesn't actually have that much territory. He put down two cities, and he's getting a fourth one soon, building up his monuments, and I'm pretty sure he's going harbors here. We do have him 11 turns to celestial navigation with early empire in one. Looks like also in the south, Ludwig did go for god of craftsmen, so he's getting an extra point of production and faith from these improved strategic resources, while I do notice he's also gonna get a campus in Berlin. He did put down a Temenanki and Great Bath. Wait, he's getting the points, right? He's getting the points from these anyway. Like he just needs to put them down, or does he need to improve them? All culture adjacency provide tourism, +1 culture. So wait, wonders incomplete or complete receive a +1 culture for every adjacent district as adjacency bonus, increasing to +2 after a political. First rule of survival: don't spawn close to Hazaggi. Yes. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess it is what it is. Anyway, now we do have more wonders being put down here, and I do see an archer coming up from Wuhan to take care of the Vietnamese warrior, and let's move forward. We do have Vietnam, still no Pantheon. Khmer, River Goddess, he's getting his holy sites next to the rivers, and I do notice he is gonna get quite a nice setup over here in between his three cities. We did have him put it Vimayapura to the north, which will require him to grow into quite a few other tiles, while he's not really gonna get monuments, so he's gonna need to spend the gold. This is an extremely expensive city, Vimayapura. I mean, it's good in the sense that he's gonna get the pre-builds for these mountains, but quite expensive otherwise. The city in the south, for example, the cattle tile, he still had the first, which he would have needed to buy, but he would have been so much faster on everything else. Anyway, yeah, we do need to take a look on Coupe. Goddess of Tides. So he did get his extra culture from these coastal resources. Well, at least he's gonna have a decent few of them with 2 production, not the 1 production from the fish. It is what it is. We do have him also with the city of Wakarawa to the east side, where he's gonna get the harbor out. Actually, he's gonna get the harbor out from each of these cities, putting in Moksha as the first one in the capital. Looks like external trade routes from an early stage will probably be the name of the game. I'm pretty sure the first one is just to get something going, and because he didn't have it, he didn't have the city here when he started it. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's take a look at got Sumeria, City Patriangares. Quite unfortunate that he didn't get Lady of the Reeds and Marshes. Portugal did snatch God of the Sea, but he doesn't have a single resource improved. And I gotta say, he doesn't have that many resources altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, if he puts cities in the Tundra, it's fine. But other than that, he's probably gonna have 5 extra points from God of the Sea. Not really that big, but I don't really see immediately something else that he could have had that would have increased his chances here. It looks like Sumeria is definitely getting out of there. Another war card is joining, and we do have some more warriors from a cat, but I don't think they're actually going to fight here. I don't think a cat has been attacked by Sumeria, but maybe I'm wrong, so I do want to check. Okay, no, it's not a war. What do we have next? England, God of the Forge. Okay, so Malm is feeling the pressure of SandroGames. Vietnam putting down his 3 tons. Yeah, there we go. We do have him also improving his iron tile, and finishing those quickly will allow him to get some projects for the generals. If he does want to do something against England over here, well, we're going to need to see his timings. He's on 7 science and 9 culture, while Malm is 6 and 5, and I would imagine Vietnam will have quite a bit of nice tempo. I do also notice England is going 4 cities, and oh my god, the one good city that he had, he never actually got to. Oh, yeah. It's one good city, man, to rule them all. He never got to the Cocoa City. Never got to the Cocoa City. Well, at least he has Cocos in the capital. You know, one Coco is still gonna be good. But anyway, it is what it is. The first rule of survival: don't spawn close to Hazaggi. Yes. Does Germany keep the culture points after someone else finishes the wonder? I don't think so. Or what do you mean keep the science points? The science points already acquired, or the science points in the future to be acquired? Because yeah, I mean, he's not gonna make any more points if that's your question. Okay, so third settler from Lisbon is going towards the southeast. Sumeria is going to have his 4th city and going to finish at Temenanki in 2 turns. Looks like Ludwig did start up, but never going to finish it. Berlin did put down another one of these. This is Hanging Gardens, I would assume. While I do notice Munich was actually interested in finishing Temple of Artemis. But anyway, we do have Chuck here with 12 science and 23 culture already. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Hello there, Ensazu. Bonsoir, monsieur. Bienvenue. Okay, so 6 turns until the next World Congress. It does seem like at the moment England is going to need to go towards his horses and probably try to get his own encampment down. While we do have Vietnam next to him also following up with campuses in his cities. I'm actually quite curious about his economical numbers when we're going to get into the next era. With Pingala establishing in Thang Long in his capital city, he's going to have quite a bit of extra science and culture. Remember, these stats do give him extra culture per turn from being next to each other, so that is going to be massive. When the third one is going to finish, that is going to give him quite a bit of a boost. Now, right now, it doesn't show up that much with only 9 culture with 7 points of science. He didn't build his monuments in all of his cities, and of course, he does want to get his science more than the culture at the moment. I do want to also take a look on the other side. Oh, is that a Gavron Plaza? No, that's another campus. Wow, that's another campus. Kick. Okay. Persia getting his builders out, galleys out. He's gonna discover the territory. He's also gonna discover Zanzibar here. We do not have actually Germany going to the north to try to trade with his ally here with CaptainMorgan, or at least not yet, but I would imagine he's gonna put at least one city here, either on the river or Don Fresh. Frevel, hello there, sir. Also should put prediction up if Sandro takes city or not. Hasselmer, good evening, sir. You think on Manchester? I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Let's see. Prediction. Start prediction. Oh my god, wait. I'm not putting it in the correct thing. Prediction. Will Sandro take a city? Yes. No. Okay, let's go for 10 minutes. Let's go for 10 minutes, because we will get to see if he starts getting his armies out or not. Sumeria took Lady of the Reeds. No, he took City Patron Goddess. That is kind of weird to me. But anyway, I was thinking, like, who did actually snatch it, Lady of the Reeds? Because I didn't see anybody with Lady of the Reeds. Like, River Goddess over here, God of Craftsman over here for the production of Germany. Persia is on God of Open Sky. We do have God of the Forge on England. God of War and Plunder on Vietnam. So he starts to acquire 1 point per ton, per improved ton. We do have Goddess of Tides here for Coupe, and Portugal went God of the Sea. So I'm pretty sure Lady of the Reeds and Marshes should have been open. I guess he didn't need it anyway, right? He didn't need it anyway. Anyway, we do have him with a 4-3-2-1 Maze tile, and I do notice a pretty good sugar tile over there to the northwest and southeast. I do also notice we do have him with quite a few cities that he could keep on settling, and he did manage to snatch the city from Portugal on Motlatse Canyon. He put down the city of Wood that he actually snatched from his opponent here, getting Moksha inside over there and getting the benefits of all of that juicy culture right from the face of Portugal. Man, this is like snatching his food from underneath his face over here, you know. That's so nasty. Captain Diabetes and all the sir wasn't Maori banned in multiplayer most of the time, but CivFR actually decided to not have any bans this season, so Maori is left alone. If they want to pick it, if they want to live it in, okay, sure, they will take that chance, they will take that risk. Okay. Or here. Ancestral Hall for Maori. He wants to get as wide as possible, and I do have to point out he's gonna be next to. Okay. Okay, is this gonna be Maori tours into English cities? Oh my god, look how beautiful this is. Beautiful. Like, he could just so first it's we got Vietnam pushing a little bit into Manchester, forcing Malm to defend himself on the southwest, sending all of his troops there, and then from out of nowhere, from the fog of war, we will have over here Distoria come through with quite a few tours and smash these cities right from underneath England's grasp. Maori did also get changed, yes. It doesn't spawn on the middle of the ocean anymore. It's a coastal civilization, and his boosts have been rearranged a little bit. We do have Maori now getting actually the extra production from his forest and rainforest, and I do notice Sister Hall is going to take 2 turns to finish here. We do have him going for his horse improvements, and he needs to get his amenities going also. I would imagine. Whoa, +6 happiness. What did this guy do? +6 happiness. Oh my god, did he actually? I was immediately watching Zanzibar there. Did he actually get a pro? No. Oh yeah, I guess he did get whales. Maybe he did get them from their ally, or from his allies or something. We do have got open sky monuments coming out from Persia. Still 3 turns to go. I would imagine everybody did manage to get the points. Oh man, did not. Wait, what? Oh, he's getting a Royal Navy dockyard next turn. Okay, he's fine. He's fine, boys. He's fine. A bit late, but he did go for the fourth series, right? So, you know, it is what it is. I do want to point out SandroGames here is getting away with the science. We got 18 science a turn and 22 culture before he's going to get his 3rd campus finished. And these don't even have libraries in them. Pingala, I'm pretty sure, is not really giving him all of the points now from his population. That's only a 3-pop city capital. And we do have builders able to do quite a few improvements throughout his territory here. We do need to see what's going to happen in the next few turns here, because I'm pretty sure SandroGames will want to push a little bit against England and force him to get a defense up. And while we do have England finishing up his harbors, he's getting the free galleys, which will allow him to get extra strength in the city center, but no way to actually attack the units of Vietnam on land. He does need actual units here. He does need archers. He's going to need horses, or maybe how to say, maybe maybe he's gonna go for swordsman. Victoria is discovering bronze in 2. Wait, does that and he doesn't. So Malm 210 bronze working. He doesn't have archer technology, which means he doesn't have horseback technology because they're linked. That's like one after the other. Horse, archery. So on the other side, SandroGames, 2 turns away from horseback riding. Military tradition in 1 turn. And builders getting out of his cities. We got warriors also getting out of his cities. Oh my god. I think we're gonna see horses on England quite soon here. I think Magnus is crazy from Malm. Magnus Eternals over here. Yeah, without the continent split, I gotta say he doesn't have a continent split. So no extra trade route. Maybe with a continent split, this would have definitely made sense. Now he's forced to get the lighthouses going and it will be slow. Okay, Maori getting Eternals. Did we pass? Wait, we did pass the threshold, right? We did on everybody. 20, 26, 33, and so on. Okay, Portugal looks like he's gonna get bullied by Sumeria. We do have multiple archers getting out from Visio and his other cities on the west side. While Sumeria is busy building his builders and getting more settlers, we definitely have Portugal here feeling he's gonna need a lot more defense if he wants to keep this up. We do have him still with a few cities on the west side to settle and quite a few inlands that he could try to use. Not really ideal, but what can you do, right? What can you do? You adapt to the land as best as possible. He did take a chance with Portugal, and granted, this is the 7 seas, so much more easier to actually get everything going, but still, as you can see, you can end up with these spawns. Okay, well, turn 30, Ludwig. Ancestral Hall in 2 turns. We do have Entertainment Complex also coming out from Aachen, where he did actually put population. Sorry, he did actually put Magnus in with a 4 population. I was thinking of in Stargate Atlantis, or was it SG1? I don't remember. I think no, it was SG1. There was at some point they discovered a very how to say big civilization that were helping out planets that were in need, but actually they were not helping them out, and they were called the Shen. And I was thinking if there is like any kind of like I don't think there is, right? Is there any kind of link between this name Aachen, or how do you pronounce it? I'm not sure if it's a Shen or is it Aachen, because you know, German pronunciation and stuff. Germany looks so strong. Yes it does. Yes it does. One hit wonder for sure. Yeah. Second one was perfect. Okay, it's Aachen. Okay, got it. Settled out in 3 turns. We do have Pingala in 3 also getting in there to getting him the extra science points he needs. It does seem like they're quite far behind when it comes to the science, but they're doing quite well on the culture with Chuck on 33. We do need to see also if Persia is going to start to get the shipbuilding. I'm pretty sure he will want it so he can get cities on the west side and even get onto the continent to the north of Khmer. We do have him discovering what's going on in Khmer's territory through the vision of Chuck, and it does seem like Khmer did manage to get his work ethic with stewardship, and Watts is going to get his extra production from the shrines and his temples. Not to mention campuses will get +2 science, commercials +2 gold. Watts a little bit more faith, a little bit more science. Pretty good overall. Khmer is God, he's still actually needing to buy tiles over here in the city of Mayapura. Maybe he switched with his capital another 2-2 so he doesn't spend the extra gold, while we do have him with a builder that he's gonna get to improve 2 of these resources. This is gonna be quite nice for his peoples. We do have also him finishing up his monuments for the extra culture while he's on 13 times and 13 culture. 29 faith a turn here for Lege in a monumentality golden age. Now we do have Cyrus with a pen brush and voice golden age, 11 science and 24 culture on 4 cities, getting multiple harbors out with 22 gold a turn. It does seem like he's gonna do his job to feed his team as much gold and resources as possible. He did manage to get his iron with a government plot, I should say, on it, and I do notice his horses did get improved in the city of Ray. We did have him using Moksha in the right side, Magnus internals for quite some time here. Sandro SunBro, sorry, SunBro. 12 science and 7 culture is over here getting his horses out. Looks like he might want to punish Sumeria for settling so close to him. We're going to need to see if Sumeria is actually going to get to horseback riding. Yeah, he's 1 turn away from horseback riding. I'm pretty sure he can get at least 1 horse out. We're going to need to see if that's actually going to be good, because it will take him quite a bit of time to resupply the city of Ur with new units if the units on the front of fall, or they just don't get made by the city of Ur. Now we do have Chuck here with a pen brush and voice golden age, and I do see him on 16 science, 47 culture already, 2 turning a settler from Munich, while I do notice encampments coming out from Berlin. Bingala is going to get there in 2 turns. He still didn't settle that northern coast, which Persia right now is discovering. We're going to need to see where his upcoming settlers are going to go to. We do have also Malm with 9 science and 19 culture, and about to get pressured over here by Vietnam. We do have swordsmen actually getting out from the Vietnamese cities, and not horses. He's actually gonna go for swordsmen. Oh, this is quite a disaster over here for England. This is quite a problem for England. We got a general and we got multiple units about to get out of these cities to fight off the English troops. And like I said, Maori over here is just gonna be so happy getting his cities, getting his units wet to take out Plymouth and Leeds. Let's actually take a look at the vision. Do they have the vision over each other? Oh, he knows. He knows Coupe is here, but I don't see any defense, and I don't see him trying to get some form of vision, right? He would need to get the scout over here somewhere to see what's going on in the water. Coupe is much more dangerous when it comes to the well, not Coupe per se, but the Toas, right? Which is -5 strength, has 1 charge to build a power improvement. Yeah. 38 minute strength. Okay. Didn't they have also the ability to move much faster in water, or did that get changed? Because I don't see it any here. I don't see it in the description. Did that get changed also? Did the tours get changed also, or embarked units gain 2 movement? No, this is where it is. Okay, it's the mana one on Maori, the 2 extra movement. Okay, got it. So he's gonna get it anyway. He's gonna get it. So that's gonna be so fast. Anyway, now we do have SandroGames with 29 senses, 37 culture, making right now 5 great general points a turn, while Sumeria did manage to get general project. Oh, he did actually get a general project, and he got the first horse out. And I do see the first horses of Portugal barely coming out next turn. So not only he finished the technology later than Portugal, but he got the units faster than Portugal could build them. That sounds like trouble. We got Lege here also with 15 science and 18 culture. Jayavarman the 7th on the west side. He's gonna get his ancestral hall in 3, and I do notice he did improve those 2 resources in the north. Temple of Artemis in the city of Agor Tom. While it was being built here, looks like Germany did not want to finish the Temple of Artemis. This is a bit surprising. I would have imagined he does want all of those extra amenities and extra food points with the housing points and everything else, especially at the beginning, to make this city amazing. But anyway, it is what it is. You know, he chose it. It is what it is. We do have Lege Monumentality, right? We did talk about him. Penbrush and voice on Coupe for cities. Coupe did get also the extra growth from Hanging Gardens. While I do notice he's gonna get his ancestral hall going, he did manage to get new settlers out in the production queues, with a 5th one going towards the south. 6th and 7th are on the way to be built. We do have him also managing to get 36 gold per turn with, I don't think he has an external. These are all like harbors or resources. That's a lot of gold per turn. That's a lot of gold per turn. Anyway, now we do have on the other side Hazaggi also to the south of him, with Kish, Nippur, Uruk, Eridu also, and Ur, the city that he did manage to get away from his settlers. 18 science points with 29 culture, and I do see 25 gold a turn here. He's gonna have an amazing campus to the south of Motlatse Canyon. If he can ever actually get away from Portugal, or you know, take him down, which I would imagine he's gonna try to do. He did manage to get enough points to get a general, and I do see him needing a few more turns, actually 5 more turns at least to get a general here, while Vietnam will recruit a few more. Okay, I'm actually a bit surprised that Vietnam chose to go with a swordsman. I do believe the swordsmen are a stronger unit, and they do have a much higher chance of taking down defenses. A bit of a problem with the horses is the movement speed. You do see he's moving quite slowly over here towards his opponent, but at least now with the general he's gonna get the extra movement. It's still slow. It's still slow. It is what it is. 4 movement. Oh, okay. 4 movement. Wait, I'm wrong. I'm not that. Okay, I'm not that. I'm wrong. He's going through the forest and the rainforest, right? Oh man. Oh, I think England is in trouble. Big trouble. Encampment training project coming up in Manchester. Wait, why is he not getting units? Wait, he's getting horseback riding next turn. Well, I guess he's gonna chop, right? He's gonna chop 2 horses from London. Does he have horses at least? He has 14. He doesn't have enough horses for 2 chops. Well, at least not right now. He has 1 horse improved. Okay. It is what it is. Hello, Sheeran. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Looks like we're gonna have a long game today. I am actually quite curious about that myself, because looking at what's going on over here, they might actually take out England quite quickly, and it's not like Portugal is gonna be that hard for Sumeria to also eat over here. So yeah, there is a prediction going on Twitch though. We are asking Twitch chat if SandroGames, the secret weapon of Team Ulyss, is gonna manage to take down a Manchester or not. We do have him right now flexing his archers against these English troops, and yes, England did bring a horse immediately, while I do see he has another builder to check. I don't think he has enough horses to put into the production another horse unit. We do need to see also Vietnam getting his other units there. These are quite a few units that he will get to attack with in a very short amount of time, while England did not position his defenses at the moment. This is a bit of a problem, because if he does manage to get at least 3 tiles to attack the city of Manchester with units, I'm pretty sure that city is dead. It's just a matter of time. I heard Coupe got a nerf in BBG semi-recently. Anyone know what it is? Semi-recently as in like, what, 5 months ago or something like that? 3 months ago? It's he is not spawning in the ocean anymore. He's spawning on the coast. His Coupe Seymour fight position. I would say he's half-half. I would say Toas are definitely, or any unit actually, like a knight or something, can definitely go against England, and I'm pretty sure he can sim over here quite nicely. He has these islands on the west side that he could take away from England after England is dead. Some islands on the east also to go for, and we'll have the opportunity to trade with Lege, trade with Sumeria. Not a big problem for them. They're actually connecting all of their empires if they do take out England. England is outlier, and boom, 1 English archer just got one shot by Vietnam. We do have those units starting to get in really close, and I do want to say Malm needs to be careful right now. He needs to get another one of these horses in the city of Manchester and put them on the correct tile so they can defend the city. Immediately SandroGames moved this swordsman in the forest to get that tile, get those tiles away from Manchester. This is very important. Very important, the position. These English archers just don't do enough damage with ideal terrain against the swordsman, and of course the swordsman will get those extra defenses, the tortoise improvement. They just need to start tapping the city of Manchester. Just tap, 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 and boom. Oh, look at this, Vietnam getting a scout in. Wallace throne. Okay, I'm actually very curious. Is this because of the 4th city? Is this why it doesn't seem like he has enough production? This is because of the 4th city, right? I think so. And it would have been so much better if you would have had this city here. Like 1 city here, 1 city here. Oh, was it? Would have been? Oh, I'm not sure if increasing, or I should say widening this gap would have been that good for him. Anyway, it is what it is. Okay, we do have the attack of Portugal on the city of Sumeria. Yeah, there is a general there with a Sumerian horse also available for him. Looks like SunBro is gonna keep up the pressure. We do need to see if Portugal is gonna manage to get what he wants here. Wait, is that a Portugal in Exodus of the Evangelists? Yeah, Coupe is cosplay as Aztec. Yes, Coupe is cosplay as Aztec, basically. Yes. Yeah. I mean, yes, Portugal. I mean, I can't disagree with his choice, to be honest. I can't disagree. He's already Irel. He's not gonna get out of Irel, right? I cannot say I disagree with this. Big brain, yes, galaxy brain, exactly. I mean, he knew he's not gonna get the free inquiry. Like, who's gonna be harbors in this? He knew he's not gonna get the pen brush and voice that many benefits, and he does need a lot of units to take on Sumeria. So he's just gonna keep on, the units. So, oh my God, Sumeria is just cleaning them up. And I think Sumeria is cleaning them up much faster than Portugal can actually put them back on the table. Put them back on the... Where is he going now? Oh, I see. The city of Manchester got tapped. And we do have the walls coming up in 2 turns. That's going to be a problem. That is going to significantly slow down this attack. Can he double tap it before then? No, I don't think so. 1, 2, it will heal. It doesn't have a third one. Yeah, that's not happening. Oh, wait, that was a big one. Can he hit it with the sword? No. Does he have another full? No. Like a full strength unit. These full strength units definitely do the damage, right? Oh, maybe he can. Maybe with a few lucky high rolls, he can. Portugal is respecting Hazaggi. Yes, exactly. He's respecting Hazaggi. Irel Sumeria with you. Yeah. I think so, but could be wrong. Yeah, last day company is just losing. Yeah. It seems like at the moment they're having problems adapting to what's going on here. I do have to say Chuck does have quite a good spawn here. We'll need to see, and we will need to see together actually if he's gonna get the opportunity to try to get a win just by himself, just go all against the world here. But yeah, anyway, Zanzibar got taken over. England will have a city on the northern coast. I do notice Vietnam is actually feeling the pressure of those walls coming up in 2 turns, and he does want to do as much damage as possible. If he will, oh my God, he might actually get this city. He will get this city. Check this out. Bam. He got Manchester. He got the city. Let's see. What did you guys vote? In the prediction? Oh my God, this was beautiful over here. SandroGames sacrificing the last bit of health of a swordsman to take down the city of Manchester, make it his own. Tell England, go back. Foul beast. This is our lands now. Elephant guy, good evening, sir, and welcome. How many remaps happened? 1. They actually got a map. Both voted to remap it. So yeah, that was it. Both used the remap tokens. Sandro has a cat. Coolwhip is saying. Oh, wait. Well, he doesn't really have a cat, does he? Okay. Sandro will have a cat. Coolwhip. Okay. Portugal's army just did a magic trick. It disappeared. Yeah. There's no more big army here from Portugal. I don't know where these guys are going. Okay. I guess they're going for Sandro. Anyway, this is an apocalypse for England. I gotta say, when Maori's units are gonna come out from Distoria's territory, if he is actually gonna want to flex his muscles here against Plymouth, Leeds, and London. I mean, it's hard, you need to put units in the big queues, try to get the general, move them. That's a lot of clicks. Anyway, now we do need to see what's going on over here. If Portugal is gonna keep on pushing Sumeria. No, Sumeria is actually gonna counter punch him in the face here, and it looks like that Archer is regretting his life choices. Let me finish up the prediction, choose an outcome. It looks like the majority, oh my God, 98% of the stream said yes. That is one of the most biased, that how to say, votes that I have ever seen, tilted votes that I have ever seen. Start the prediction. Who will win? Wait. Yes, and we do have Let's Take Company and Ulyss on the other side. And 30 minutes for a submission period. I think it's 10 minutes. Let's put 10 minutes because we might actually encounter problems here. And let me put back the chat screen so I get to actually see what's going on. Big F, Jake, Big F, Urek, Big F, yes. Also, Jacob, good evening, sir. I joined right on time. This looks like really doomed. Yes, this kind of looks doomed here. Not gonna lie. Start the poll. Who will win, Ulyss or Let's Take Company? I love the name, by the way. I still love the name. It's Let's Take Company. It's just, you know, touches my heart. Steak Company. Big steaks. Yeah. Anyway, let's actually see what's going on over here. Is SandroGames gonna keep pushing? We do have him with 40 science and 46 culture versus Malm's 11 and 21. While he's going for construction and mercenaries, we do need to see when he's how quickly he can actually get to the next tier units over here. He will have quite a few promotions on these swordsmen, and I do have to point out England did manage to get the general. That is going to be Trumtrak helping him out. He did make a big sacrifice to get that project in, and I do see him managing to get it the last seconds over there before he lost his encampment. It is what it is. Well, we do need to see if Vietnam is going to have enough strength to go through the next units, and also if he's going to use the pathways next to the mountains, while he also has a general. I'm pretty sure he's bringing all of these archers for the Voichins to be upgraded into. Multiple campuses coming around from Plymouth and Leeds. We do need to see if he's going to manage to get enough science to push him back into this game. We did have him actually over here improving some of his coastal resources, but without God of the Sea, this is not really good. Not really good. What is this? Chuck is saying barking dog or something, or how to say? Or is it bite of dog? Dog bite? Dog bite? Are you entertained? I don't know if that's entertained. Entendre. Anyway. Nearburg, good evening, sir, and welcome. Someone can say Ulyss win after draft. Someone can say Ulyss win after having this pawn. Someone can say Ulyss win after Hazaggi stole a settler. And I say, you can also say Nearbird, Ulyss won after SandroGames took the city of Manchester. I think you can also definitely say this, right? SandroGames, the big secret weapon here. Groovy Fit, good evening, sir, and welcome. Lee almost all. Oh, in Nuremberg. I see what happened over here. He turned the cats on the city of Nuremberg, but it looks like the cats were not strong enough. Yeah, too slow. Just raise Syrian, go ERL someone else, but I guess swordsman not ideal. Yeah, not really ideal. Even with the extra movement that he's getting here, he's yeah, not entertained right now. We're gonna need to see next turn machinery, next turn mercenaries. We're gonna see these Vietnamese units get into Voichins, and these are definitely gonna help him push. There aren't that many, how to say, tiles to actually attack into the English defenders. I guess he's running out. We do have Vietnam also using his galleys, trying to get in there. On this part, I do have to say there's quite a bit of gold being generated between Distoria and Hazaggi, but not a lot on the other side. SandroGames is basically nullifying Lege's -7. It is what it is. While on the other side, CaptainMorgan 53, Malm 24. Trade routes will happen here at some point between him and Ludwig and Chuck. And I do notice Persia is managing to get another wave of settlers going. He has another 3 cities that are going to be planted somewhere, and I do see him going for the pyramids. That's going to give him an extra builder. He can't really affect directly the warfare going on the islands, on the main island, and this is the problem. He will need to send as many resources as possible, but he can't affect the war. It would have been much better if Cyrus would have fought over here. Vietnam and England would have been on the tiny islands in the north. He doesn't even have Stonehenge or a religion. Wait, so why is Portugal in Exodus? Oh, Curry Mac. Exodus got changed over here. This is basically the war option right now. Exodus of the Evangelist gives you... Wait 1 second. Gives you the +2 horse and +2 iron resources per turn, 15% production towards military units, and unit maintenance reduced by 1 per turn, +1 production, +1 culture for encampments and their buildings. That's quite big. That is quite big. It's not like he was getting that many points from just districts, right? He just didn't have the time to build them, and he doesn't have the city count anyway. So yeah, he just went for the next best thing and tried to get as many units to defend against the possible Sumerian attack, which I think is still gonna happen. I'm pretty sure Sumeria here is just putting down his sim, and we're gonna probably see him try to get to a much stronger unit like a knight or a cuirassier to actually take out all of the cities of Portugal much quicker. We do have the first Voyageurs also upgraded from Sandro. He's gonna start moving them to the front line. I do see promotions here are happening, and I would say these boats of England are gonna be quite a problem. Also, one of the big things for the Vietnamese units, you can shoot and move, and they are like Cossacks in that sense, which is amazing. You can actually quadruple shoot with only one tile, and this is what's happening here. Vietnam is gonna drill down through the horseman line very quickly, and SandroGames is probably gonna be knocking on the doorstep of London from multiple tiles, while at the moment I don't really see a preparation here from Maori to try to do anything. But I'm pretty sure if Maori would just look nasty at the English people, they're just gonna be like, oh, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Between two of these aggressive nations, and also of course there is the secret weapon over here, SandroGames. Yeah, again, we do need to see if there's going to be some form of a catch-up race here on the other members of Last Day Company, who I don't really see the science. I see some culture, I don't see the science on them, and nor do I see that big of a discrepancy when it comes to the production capabilities of all of these. I guess, of course, we do see SunBro is there with 35 production. Oh my god, one mistake, man, one mistake, it cost him the game here. That is quite big. That is quite big. Wait, did you end the prediction? No. Oh yeah, you did. Okay, I did. It's fine. I was thinking Groovy Fitter might have taken things how to say, upon himself to create some more of these. Will the sock go on the left foot or the right foot today? Do we have a deal? Kick. Anyway, Campus is finally finishing up in English territory. Looks like the Voyageur did get a successful campaign against that horse, and we do have Vietnam pushing in with the other ones. We do need to see the Voyageurs getting in close up and personal, while these galleys of England are gonna die quite fast, I should say. Even if the Voyageurs don't do as much damage as they should against the galleys, so they have a -17 penalty, they still do a lot. They still do a lot, and since they are quite a few in numbers, you can imagine these boats are not going to be floating for long. Yeah, we do have multiple, so many campuses actually coming up from Distoria. He's gonna explode here. 33 science, 52 culture. He's getting campuses with pretty good adjacency, +3s. I do see another +3 over here. Kawia is, where is this? Oh, this one? Oh, I see. Is one here. This is from Kawia. That's a +2, and +3 here from the capital city. And getting a religion. Whoa. Getting a religion. Yeah, Distoria is gonna be a religious person over here. Are we imagining Zen meditation is gonna be the choice? I would imagine so, especially with Sumeria next to him. Anyway, so many builders coming up from Germany. I gotta say, his game does look strong. We do have him with that entertainment complex in the north that never actually put down the Colosseum. We did have Temple of Artemis finished on Khmer, while I do see him now expanding his territory, 39 faith and 35 culture. Sorry, 39 science and 35 culture with -7 gold, 93 faith and 10 with 85 production. We do have Arena finally in Aachen, and we do need to see if he's actually gonna get that Colosseum going. I do notice he started putting his Hansas. Didn't really prioritize getting the Hansas with the biggest adjacency here. He just got the Hansas everywhere he could. This might come back to haunt him. Anyway, we do have Chuck with 98 production, while I do see Distoria is 99, Hazaggi is 91, Lege is 86. He's gonna have quite a bit of a race on his side. CaptainMorgan 66 only, SunBro 38 only, Malm is down to 52, and of course, yes, Chuck did just go over 100. Okay, London is gonna get an ancient wall. We do have this English galley that is just waiting to be taken down, and it died. Another galley is coming in Fortress from Manchester, while we do have the next Voichens going close up. And you did say, wait, we did say a CAD, right? A CAD is SandroGames city, so he can actually do the damage with the swordsman and tap those cities silly to take the fortifications down. This is just a coupe game. We're just living in his world. Yeah, he took over, man. I gotta say, I'm a bit surprised that Germany did get faster to explain, how to say, export these settlers, but I don't want to expand. That was the word I was looking for. To expand much faster than Khmer. I was definitely expecting Khmer over here to have the bigger cities, the more cities at this point in time. He did manage to get what we did see it earlier. He got a Stonehenge with it. We do have Portuguese horses actually appearing in the lands of Vietnam. Vietnam did make a quick move and block the tile for the campus, while I do notice he's one turning swordsman anyway from Trakiu, and has another swordsman on the east side. These Portuguese units just don't do enough damage against the Vietnamese horses, especially when they are in the with the +4s. Do have Vietnam sending another wall of defense towards the southeast, while he keeps on punching through the English defenses. We do need to see if well, he's doing damage, but he's not doing that much damage against that city center. I gotta point out, it's not that much damage. He's gonna need like 4 hits to take down that wall. 3 to 4 hits. Anyway, these Voichens are going to slowly eat at that city strength also, and they don't need to go through the forest on the east side to actually open up more tiles to shoot at that city center. And I'm pretty sure he's probably going to be first on cartography anyway. If printing coming up in 4 turns, Divine Knight in 3, we will need to see if he's going to manage to put down more cities. He didn't put any right now, and I do have to say Toas are a thing. Maori did manage to upgrade the first Toa, and we do need to see if it is actually going to get into the seas here. He needs shipbuilding. Where is shipbuilding? Apprenticeship and divine right. Well, I guess Maori is ignoring us for a little while longer. 6 more turns until the next World Congress. The players are starting to acquire their era score points necessary to cross the threshold for a golden age, and we do need to see who's gonna get what. It does seem like Sumeria is also trying to expand his territory here, while he did get horses and knights. It looks like he is gonna punish SunBro here a little more. He's getting the whip out, and we do need to see if Sumeria's units, as they are right now, they can actually punch through the remaining defenses of Portugal, which are not that strong at the moment. And wait, when is he gonna get? Oh my god, he can't even get a general. Who picked all of these generals? Was it Sandro? So Sandro got Hypatia first of all, pretty strong. We got a general on England, a general on Sumeria, a general on, wait, another general? Oh, 2 generals on Sumeria. And SandroGames got 1 general? Wow. Okay, well, Hazaggi over here did manage to get 2 generals. And we do have him with 2 knights, a few archers, and a horse. And I do see multiple war cards coming in. It just, oh my god, look at that. Almost one-shot the encampment in the city of Viso, while he's wrapping in with all of his other units. Portugal is not able to get more damage, but he is trying to get a few horses in the lands of Maori. Maybe he can actually be successful in taking down yeah, some of his tiles get them work there. I do see Malm is also trying to get as quickly as possible to upgrade his archers into crossbows. While he did build quite a few of them, he's also going to require a lot of gold from his teammates. We do have them 64, 34, and 26. Okay, not that gold per turn to upgrade units right now, but his science level and his culture level will still require him to spend a few more turns to get those technologies. We do have, not to mention the Civ6 over here. He's going to need mercenaries for this amount of units. That's a lot of units, and they do die quite quickly. SandroGames is managing to get into the city of London's borders, take down one archer, and also pillage the harbor here. He's getting his swordsman out in the water to block any kind of movement from the galleys. What I do notice is him still going for the printing in 3 turns, dealing with the problem he has. Portugal put a few units against him. He is going to push them back quite quickly, and of course keep on resupplying the city of Manchester. This is more over than my first. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Monkey Wazaru. Yeah. Max, good evening. We're not far away from a GG to Ulyss. Last Day Company need great gameplay to come back. Yes, yes. And I think the biggest question is can Chuck and CaptainMorgan actually pull this back, because they definitely will lose 2 allies. It's just a matter of time. Or okay, they're gonna lose 2 allies in terms of city count and in terms of their usefulness during the game. Yes, they will still have a military alliance with at least England that does have Zanzibar. He can settle another city towards the north, get protected by Persia on the coast and so on. But then, well, coupe will happen, and when coupe happens, well, coupe happens. Maxi Torres, hello there, sir, good evening. 2153. What's 2153? Or are you predicting in 21 minutes and 53 seconds we will see the concede vote? Is that what are you predicting? Oh, that is a very, very detailed prediction, right? Yeah, it happens. Okay, sure. Okay, that's, I mean, we kind of went past that. And on what time zone, sir? On what time zone? Nicoleum, good evening, sir, and welcome. Okay, we got Sumeria going head first into the Portuguese defenses. I do notice ancient walls are coming out from Visio in 2 turns, and yes, Sumeria is going to get new units upgraded from these war cards into knights and send them on the front line. He is managing to, oh my god, 63 against the 38 of the horse, man. What is this guy doing here, man? I think he forgot even his saddle at home, because he's just not even on the same galaxy as this knight strength. Wow. Anyway, we do have commercial hubs in Uruk, and I do see Settler coming up in Kish. We do see the Mares coming out from Maori, so he's gonna start getting those extra points of I would say of culture on all of these tiles. This is gonna be quite pog. 1, 2, 3 tiles improved. That's it. 3 tiles improved, really, bro? Oh my god. Well, 4 tiles if he actually buys the southeastern one. Even this one, while in the capital he will get a few ones also to improve. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably. This one is very good to actually get a theater square going. Engarwahia. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. London still getting attacked multiple times. I do see the swordsman in the water is getting the defense of a galley, and I do notice multiple Voichens are gonna eat that wall alive here in the next turn. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to click the wrong tile. Oh, Vietnamese swords also got on the other side of the water here. And we do have another galley coming in with the Voichens still needing to do the attacks. They will need to check their targets here, if it's gonna be the galleys or if it's gonna be the city center. There's another swordsman coming out from that city center soon, so we're gonna come back to see what's going on there. Wait, did Vietnam kill all of the horses? No, there's one more alive here, and that's going towards the city of Manchester. Well, he's gonna be hunted down by these swordsmen. It's fine. Okay, let's see what's going. Oh, I think they broke Portugal, guys. Yeah, this is broken Portugal. These are no more units here. He's desperately trying to get some warriors out from Lisbon or Evora, but with Sumeria getting so many more units and the advantage of a general, this is kind of over for SunBro. Hi, I'm Nils. Good evening, sir. Oh dear, seeing Malm being killed by the Civ, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's getting killed by the Civ he didn't want to pick. Because he didn't want to pick this. Remember, he usually actually plays so many times with Vietnam. This time, this game, he said, no, I'm going to try something new today. Well, something new doesn't really mean something better. It is what it is. Never remap if you have a halfway decent spawn. Yeah, not gonna lie, I kind of tend to agree with that. It's just the extra risk that you add when you remap is just a bit too much. But anyway, there are some situations where you really cannot adapt from. Okay, so this one finished, only has these 2 tiles upgraded. He does need to get the other ones, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be better than the stone tiles with the extra culture and extra faith on them. We do have London City defenses going down, and I do see Vietnam is gonna have a bit of a problem pushing through the next ones, especially with Governor Victor established there. With Vietnamese trebuchet getting in, well, there is a swordsman that can definitely do quite a bit of damage against it, and Sandro just doesn't have enough of these units to attack into. Oh, I say that, and then he just kills one taps a galley, you know, one tap, one shot. Yeah, head eyes. Okay, we do have Germany getting a few units on the west side. This looks like a Corsair push here next to the city of Trier, while I do notice Khmer is starting to move a few units on the east. He is probably starting to take a notice on Chuck's military. We do have him on 209 military, while Lege is 150. I would imagine he's also not going to be far away, like Ulyss. Lege is not going to be far away from getting his Gavron Plaza. He probably did get, oh, next turn, Divine Right. And I was thinking about the Grandmaster Chapel over here. Wait a second. I really hope he didn't discover Niter, because that would be the big woof of the day over here. When he's gonna discover Niter and he cannot place his industrial zone down, he's gonna be so sad. Like, instead of this amazing one, he's gonna get like a +3 here in the south. No, that's not good. I don't think he discovered Niter though. I'm pretty sure he didn't discover Niter. No, he didn't. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, quite a few horses coming around from Germany. This will require them to have a decent amount of gold in the bank, and I do notice they do benefit from a decent amount. Okay, a level 2 Wojciech got on the east, and he did get his printing. Where is he on the castles? Okay, castles in 2, that would make for stronger units, but he's sending some of them to the side. I see what he's doing. Oh my god, he's gonna plow through Chuck. Oh, he's gonna rip every one of these tiles apart and take the benefits. Yeah. While I do notice Sumeria is getting in. Visio did make the walls, it's under siege right now with all of the Sumerian knights around it. And we do have the knights not stopping for anybody. They're gonna keep on attacking into that city center and get the experience points going. While we do have also archers on the way. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be enough production on Sumeria to actually rebuild those units if he needs to. And there's still gonna be quite a few challenges here to go for anyway. I'm a bit worried about the lack of health on these knights, to be honest. This one, not so worried. This is gonna get the promotion, but this I'm... Oh, wait, it does have a level 2 promotion. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Okay, that's better, that's better. Why is Coupe not getting units? Okay, Coupe getting some units, forced to get units. Coupe is actually forced to get units, guys. SunBro is getting in with those horses unchallenged over here, and the Maori is gonna stop him at the sheep line. Okay, can we call it the sheep line? This is kind of the sheep line, right? I would definitely say it's the sheep line. The Toas are actually using the sheeps on the front line while they're sticking behind them, letting the horses feel the smell of the sheep. What? The Simmer knows better than discover strategic resources first. yeah, you're not wrong, you're not wrong. Sandro and Hazaggi line up on an aggressive team. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. They put up their secret weapon here. Now, what's going on in the points for the era score? Because we do have one more turn, right? Let's see. Wait, Dark Age, Golden Age, Normal Age. Golden Age, Golden Age, Golden Age, Golden Age. Oh, all of Team Ulyss is managing to get that golden while only one Chuck managed to get a golden age on Last Day Company. That's gonna be so much of a difference between them when it comes to the culture, the points, the gold, the signs, the everything. Like I would imagine Distoria is gonna click on that free inquiry button and forget about it. He's gonna get so many of those points in. We do need to see if he's gonna manage to take care of, yeah, he did manage to take care of these horses, put the sheep on them and got rid of them. While I do see we're gonna have a World Congress in 110. We're gonna need to wait 2 minutes for them to make their choice. We're gonna have a quick pause. Okay, Sumeria upgraded some more of these units going towards the city of Lisbon. Doesn't have enough strength to take it down quickly, but he will go through all of the units in between. And I do notice he's starting to build catapults in the city of Ur, so he can send to the front line to deal with the walls of Viseu and finish off the walls that are being built in the other Portuguese cities. I think he will need at least 2 or 3, so he's building 2, maybe a third one would be over there in the build queues. I also noticed Vietnam is not giving up on attacking England here, even if we do have some English pikemen coming around. They do still take quite a bit of damage from the Voichens, but still, they're stronger. Why? Wait, these Voichens, they're not how to say, they're not considered calves, right? So because these pikemen don't actually get the extra 10 damage they would get against calves. So for example, like Kesheks, right? They're not like Kesheks. Battle Cruiser, good evening sir and welcome. Maori now not perma-banned or just one game? No, they in the CivFR Squadrons we don't have him banned. Where is the Gilgabro? Gilgabro military engineer? Where is the Gilgabro military engineer? Gilga. Oh, Gilga is fighting a one single Persian galley. Wait, they can connect? They can connect! Persia's making a navy. Okay, I see. So Maori is in a little bit of trouble. Okay, we got some moves. Guys. Let's actually see what's going on here. Digital demo, me, and me. Okay, so 2 minutes and we're gonna come back. Senior Testa, good evening sir and welcome. I'm gonna answer that when I get back. Right on time. Okay, so Monarchy got a wildcard policy slot. We got Gilga getting the +4 gold, and Chuck did get the victory points for the Diplo. We do have Chuck getting ready his attack on the west side. He's getting discovered by Khmer here. It looks like he's sending a warrior, and did see some of these horses around there. Of course, Nuremberg will also have a few horses there, but he's not gonna know about these. He's not gonna know about these, or is he? Is he knowing about these horses? I think he knows about 2 horses, but not the coursers. The coursers are the damage dealers, and they're gonna definitely plow through Berlin and Munich if they're not gonna be opposed. We do have 1 single courser here, and it's not gonna have a general, while I do have to see if Vietnam is gonna manage to get a general for those units. With a stronger unit like a courser, he could also be more aggressive against the city of London there. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be far off from getting men-at-arms. With his 62 sciences, 51 culture, he's definitely overwhelming Malm's defenses. We do have Ludwig in a Penbash and Voice Golden Age, 64 science and 117 culture. Definitely a strong result right now with the intelligence agency coming up in 4 turns, and multiple campuses also starting to get ready. He's getting the gold per turn, so he can actually upkeep a strong army and also give the gold per turn, gold that Persia needs to upgrade all of his boats. If these boats get here, this is gonna be a problem for multiple Khmerian cities and also Kupe cities, not to mention their economy. Distoria needs to be on point with this. He does have the biggest science though, so you know, at least on that sense he's gonna have the unit technology. I don't think he's gonna have the units. That's the problem. Anyway, we do have Sandro, Exodus of the Evangelist. This is gonna be I think his second one. He's going against the city of London, slowly chewing through the defenses. That city is still getting the repairs every turn, but the trebuchet is doing enough damage to keep it lower and to take it lower and lower. We do have multiple pikemen and soon to be archers transformed into crossbows here. Well, I do notice SandroGames Voichens are making a lot of fuss over here, taking down the city of London slowly but surely, and putting all of these together, using their extra movement to attack that city center, move back, reposition, get some promotions, and come back on the front line and take them their opponents down. Look at that, slowly moving there. We do have to take a look at Lege, Pen Russian Voice this time around. He doesn't have his monumentality anymore. Quite a few builders will need to be hard built while he's getting new holy sites for the extra faith. He's also 5 turns away from getting Grandmaster Chapel. Next turn, he's gonna get attacked by Germany, and he might actually lose the city of Indrapura. There is a builder here which will not have enough movement. Okay. Not to worry. Yeah, he's I mean, maybe he's gonna get the chop on the rainforest. He could buy out the oil tile or the stone tile and get the chop going. Yeah, we'll see. There are quite a few German horses coming up from Nuremberg, and I do have to point out over here, Khmer is not switching any of his cities towards making units. I don't think he's taking this threat seriously. He's not respecting Czech as much as he should. Now, we didn't have Colosseum finished over here in the city of Aachen. I do see the workshops coming up in 2 turns for the extra production, and Jack is on 227 production a turn here. He might bring this back. We'll see if he will bring this back. Okay, Corsair getting in. Oh my god, this Corsair got trapped in between the rainforest. These guys can just pass around him. Well, at least Germany is gonna get a heads up about those units there. Okay, Auckland gonna be slowly taken down. This is, whose city is this? Whose city is? Malm city. Oh, I see. Well, Malm is about to lose London. Oh, London is burning, boys. Well, I say about, but it doesn't look like really about, right? There needs to be a very fast unit to get in there, and well, there is a horse here with 7 movement. I would imagine 7 movement would be enough. He does need to keep the crocodile for himself, though. And I do see England is not wasting any time attacking back into his opponent anyway. We do have Distoria with a free inquiry golden age, 112 science, 62 culture, starting to get culture points from his Mares, the one building, replacing those amphitheaters in the theater square and giving him the extra culture and faith on all of these forests and rainforest. He will need to build a few more, and he did manage to clean up his southwest. Still no attack. I would definitely say this is a mistake. I believe 7 units or even like 4 knights would have managed to do so much of a difference here, and it wouldn't have made any difference for Distoria at all. Like 4 heavy chariots upgraded into knights sent towards England, or towards even cheaper. I mean, this would have been a disaster for England, taking out their opponents much quicker, allowing Vietnam to be better later on in the game. I think it would have mattered quite a bit. Anyway, we do have Germany starting to see the problem on the east side. Vietnam is moving in his coursers, and we do need to see if Germany is going to manage to get enough units on the east side to defend himself against what's coming. While I do notice we need to talk a bit about Hazaggi here. What is he doing? Didn't really lose a single unit, but finally he's getting his trebuchets on the front line to get onto the city of vicious defenses. These trebuchets are gonna do massive amounts of damage. I don't see their third movement though, so they cannot move and shoot at the same time right now. I do also notice we got more units to the south of Lisbon starting to appear from Portugal. They did finish the walls, and the Sumerian knight is keeping at least one tile next to it. He did manage to take out all of the other units in the meantime. Give me a second over here, putting back my screens. Extra production on forest, rainforest, and later culture on faith 2 from Maori's unique amphitheater. Maybe also free sailing. Yeah. There's no more. I don't think it has free sailing anymore. I'm sorry. Also, Karima Queen. Their unique is like a human version of Avaro, but people don't go for it that much. Yes, that's also quite true. Battle Cruiser. If you are a normal Civ and Theocracy has extra card, is it worth to learn it or just stay at a monarchy? Yeah, stay at monarchy. I would say stay at monarchy, definitely. You get more of those influence points, or wait, city-state points, right? This, well, the ones that are next to the currency that I don't see actually. Okay, Sumeria definitely doing way too much damage than these cities can handle. We do have the trebuchet with the movement about to get in, and the game is locked here. Unstack. Oh, he's forcing SunBro to delete one of his units. He got all of those knights in, so he's forcing SunBro. Oh my god, this is insult to injury, guys. This is basically pouring salt right like this on an open wound over there, splashing. Oh my god. Yeah, this is kind of bad for SunBro, not gonna lie. He probably felt very disrespected at this point in time. Okay, we're getting a wave of builders. I do see trebuchets also coming down from his main cities. New wave of heavy chariots on the west side there. While Sumeria still has quite a few strong knights here to attack into the city of Visio. He's still waiting for trebuchet to do the initial attacks. The walls are just not, how to say, they're way too strong for these knights, and there's way too much health lost in between. He does have a low HP knight here to the northwest. While I do imagine he's gonna get shot, he will probably get the extra experience points to promote it and recover the health. I do see the city of London is still losing health over here. We do have a swordsman right next to it getting shot by those units from England, and I do want to wait when Vietnam is gonna get the opportunity to actually get one of these horses in. I would imagine it's going to be next turn, but I guess we're going to need to see. If he does manage to break London, that is going to be a significant problem from London. Not only all of these units, the men-at-arms and the pikemen will lose their strength from Governor Victor, but also the positioning will change significantly. These tiles are much easier to take out than London was. Yeah, there we go. That's the Corsair upgrade. He needs to get the swordsman out, and he's gonna try to first move the Corsair in. Oh my god, is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get the shift enter? Is he shift entering? He's shift entering. Look at this. He's shift entering right on the tile of the Coco. And that's it. It's gone. Yeah, shift enter in. SandroGames correctly doing his programming of the moves here, so he gets the advantage he needs at early dawn. This is dawn, right? Or is it dusk? Wait, this is dawn, I believe, right? When at the beginning and dusk is at the end, right? No. This is basically Vietnam is working very early in the morning. He's waking up at 4 a.m. You know, there is a saying. Wait. The one that wakes up earlier goes through the day longer. Yeah. What walks longer actually? Gets further. If I would actually need to translate it directly, it would be gets further. So London will be down. It's just a matter of time until this courser is gonna attack into the city of London and take it over, probably last second. So he receives another heal and doesn't give the opportunity to these English units to actually attack into the city center 2 times. The city of Visio has been taken down. The trebuchet did its job while it's gonna need to be repositioned towards the city of London. We do have all of these knights that will also require a bit of respiro time, a bit of a break over here, so they can actually get a bit of health back on them. Now we do have a new Sumerian units getting to the southwest, and I do have to say we're probably gonna soon see a navy getting upgraded here, or maybe not. Let's see. Technologies, CaptainMorgan, construction. He doesn't have the upgrade button. Do they have the gold? They don't have the gold. No, he does have the gold. It's 122 gold. And wait, they got a city. Oh, disaster strikes in Khmer cities. Indrapura scrambling to build the walls over here. Wait, he switched to, oh my god, it's commercial for a second there. Anyway, he's getting a victor established there. He got the night technology. He's hard building them for Angkor Thom because he just doesn't have enough time to buy them. And he did buy as many units as he could. Yeah, he turned back to the old hard building units, you know. Okay, London has been taken down. There we go. That is a massive win over here for the SandroGames. Getting the capital city of England is gonna secure them an advantage in the next part of the game here. Funny with these spawns, it is enough. Yeah, true. Also Shivon, why does Lege 3 cities only? Wait, Lege is no, Lege has more cities. Lege has quite a few cities, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Or are you asking about SandroGames, right? You're asking about SandroGames? Mostly because he went against England and he wanted to get the correct unit number and the correct unit technology at a certain point in time, and so he can actually do the pushes against England before he could prepare himself. So what he did was tune his empire with only 3 cities, got enough units, enough production, enough science and enough culture from all of his towns with the campuses and so on, so he could actually apply this attack. He doesn't have an economy to speak of, and as you can see over here, he keeps on doing the damage against his opponents with his units, trying as much as possible to pillage his opponent here. It looks like Germany is at a loss. He's gonna lose a lot of mines. He already lost his what is this, Hansa. He lost his Hansa, and he's gonna lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pillages, another 3 pillages actually, 4 pillages if you take into account this honey tile. That is quite a big W over here for Vietnam. SandroGames getting in. He's gonna get more units also. It's gonna be quite easy to take out that courser in the north. And I do see the GG being called out. Malm says, this is enough. London is not mine anymore. Let's go back to lobby, and we do have them GGing the game to Team Ulyss, which did manage to get a very strong game going. It looks like in this season 13, they coming up with a much focused team that we didn't see in the previous one in season 12. This is the qualifiers for the CWC, so you can imagine there's quite a bit of pressure building up right now for the players to get everything going. And I do want to mention we did have them fighting off for those early slots. Let me actually put it up on the screen here and double check if you can see me or not. Give me a second, just a second here. There we go. We do have Freitos de la Vega with 5 games played, 4 wins, 1 loss. Last Day Company just took a loss, so it's 4 wins and 2 losses. D-Sharks are 4 wins, 2 losses, so they're gonna go down 1. Ulyss is gonna be 4-2. Wait a second, D-Shark is gonna be tied with Ulyss. Oh, I see. That's a banger. So D-Sharks has 4-2, right? Ulyss is gonna have 4-2. SPA is on 3-3. And Last Day Company is 4-2, so it's a triple tie break over here between Last Day Company, D-Shack, and Ulyss in the next week. Swa is 0-6, and Shah Special Battleships do have 1-4. I do want to also put up on the screen here really quickly Discord, so we get to hear about their opinions here. We're gonna need to take a look what's going on. Give me a second so I can get onto the correct server, into the correct channel. I'm sorry, I have like 40, 50, I don't know, servers or something. They just keep adding up. I just get invited here and there, and I do want to actually pay attention. Well, anyway, let's come back to this.
J'imagine bien, j'imagine bien. Putain.
Yeah, GG, well played.
On a eu un super spawn. Hein. Enfin, nous, au niveau des guilds, au niveau du spawn, top. Et vraiment impressionné de Ludwig. Hein.
Bien Ludwig, hein.
Ah oui, c'est bien l'Allemagne, il faut pas la buff, faut juste la jouer.
Et encore, du coup, personne n'était là pour boost la science, etc. ou faire les petits achats de gold. On m'a acheté un coupon, ça m'a mis bien en early parce que j'ai vraiment un super spawn pour jouer Ludwig. C'est tout ce que je veux.
Parce que t'as toutes les merveilles open en fait, et dès que tu les poses, donc c'est plus 1, plus 2.
Alors là, j'avais vraiment plus que toutes les merveilles parce qu'en général, l'Artemis c'est dur de le poser. Ouais. C'est plus 1 jusqu'à avoir le Philopo. Et après ça passe à plus 2.
C'est bien ce que t'as fait d'avoir un côté avec ton sim avec Théan, c'est de l'autre côté ton sim avec toutes les wonders de merde que tu cycles.
Ah ouais, j'ai posé. Ah, le Mont Saint-Michel, je l'ai posé. Hein.
Non, et
en early, là j'ai eu le Mongouv tour 25, je crois.
Tu sais que j'ai fait un jardin juste parce que t'étais en face. Hein.
Ouais, je me doute.
Sinon, je l'aurais pas fait, j'aurais fait des colos mais j'avais jardin 4 tours. Je me suis dit, vas-y, ça lui enlève 2 voire 4 de culture.
Ouais, mais je pense que c'est déjà un peu trop tard parce que tour 30, j'étais à 5 tours de féo, je crois.
Ah, ça reste un jardin, c'est pas une mauvaise vente.
Oui, non, d'accord, c'est une très bonne merveille.
Where towards Distoria?
What?
Where towards?
Towards is bad. Towards really bad.
Not in this situation. They are like perfect
yes,
here.
If there is a wall and just a north, Toa do nothing.
Well.
No general, nothing. That's 2 EV for nothing. 2 EV cost for nothing.
We had enough cost.
Yeah, I didn't. I couldn't even buy my tiles. Next time, I think I just go internal trader. It will be better than external without external.
I think it's always better some internals first.
Yeah, at least until Wisselbanken, right? But you didn't need the gold, especially for Sandro.
You can start sending external at civil, I think. It's
I mean,
okay.
I wanted to go external, but like producing all lighthouse and external traders is really expensive when you don't have any shop or things like it with Maori. So I think yeah, internal would have been better, so you can prod, and when you are on whistle, you just swap for external.
Yeah, true.
Antidium, c'est quoi ton analyse de la partie?
So I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna send you to Pulp stream. I believe she was streaming actually on the other side from the French version. So make sure you actually leave her a follow, and you take care of her. I do want to say thank you so much for everything, and much appreciated for the subs, for the gifts, and for the follows. I do also want to say thank you so much for the support you're showing me on YouTube over there. I do hope you're having a very, very good time also over there. Also, I do want to say it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get the video out there. Get it without the without the beginning, and also with the details for the teams, for the chapters, and so on and so forth. So I'm waiting for the processing from YouTube, and then I'm gonna put it live. Thank you so much for everything. We do have another game tomorrow, Battery of Full Charge Builders, with a bit of a disclaimer. I might not make it, but I hope I will. Like, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to get there. I don't know. I cannot guarantee it. Thank you so much for everything, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye bye.